Good. Hey, Jim here. Just want to take a moment for some serious thought before we get into the show. This week's event involving the Russians and the shooting in Oregon has got me a little bit riled up. While I respect the office of the President of the United States, I do not respect the man who is holding it at this time. Being born an American, raised as an American, bleeding red, white, and blue, and pissing greatness, the Russians and the Iranians have always been our enemy. Period. I'm appalled and disgusted by the lack of patriotism and the lack of reasonable leadership displayed every day by the current administration. I have two sons that I have raised to be Americans, that I have raised to be patriotic. Both of my sons are now United States Marines. One of them is deployed at the current time, defending my freedom that allows me to tell you how much you suck, Mr. President. It's amazing to me how you, the President, can get on TV and defend the actions of the Iranians and the Russians like a sissy in the schoolyard. Maybe it's time for you to get your balls out of Michelle's purse and be the commander-in-chief that you were elected to be as President of the United States of America. Your political agenda and your quest for your legacy is ruining this country every day. Now let's get to the shooting in Oregon this week. In your press conference, you stated that it is a political thing. No, Mr. President, it is not. It's the fact that you continue to support and defend radical views and religions while you ignore the police and military that desperately need support from this country and its leadership. Gun control laws are not the answer to this problem. The answer is a president that can show leadership instead of continuing to divide this country. Years ago, when all the immigrants arrived in this country, they dreamed of becoming Americans. Now America is striving to become what they are, believing what they believe, and living how they live. Bullshit. Welcome to America. This is our country. If you want to become us, great. If you don't, get the fuck out. The problem lies within the divided country and the lack of social interaction in the younger generation. Everyone is a lone wolf. Everyone wants to leave their mark, to be known. Well, Mr. President, we all know who you are. As an average middle-aged common white man from Indiana, you, sir, are a disgrace. It's time America stands up and fights and strive to maintain our freedom and our ways of life no matter what. We cannot allow the leadership of this once great country to continue to separate us from these liberties. God bless America.
Well said, Mr. Jim.
So with that being said, I had a little serious note there. I've been thinking on this all week. So happy fucking Sunday. Here we go, boys and girls. I got the Puska with me tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about the Oregon thing, a little bit about guns. I'd like to refer to Puska as my gun specialist. So we'll see how this goes.
Got a couple of them, don't I?
What's the fucking chuckle there? I mean, come on.
I got a couple.
So, the Oregon thing. Did you hear the part of that story? What was it? I think it was an Air Force guy, an Air Force veteran is there, had a gun in his car. He takes off to go get it, and one of the professors grabbed a hold of him and tells him, no, you can't leave. He went to get his gun to head to see what was going on, and they locked him in a fucking room.
Pretty smart idea, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, and then...
Well, I noticed that this gun-free zone made everybody safe.
Oh, yeah, it's working great,
Isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, hey, what the fuck, you know? Yeah. I tell you what, goddamn Obama getting on the fucking TV, what was it, 2 hours after, 3 hours
He didn't even
after?
have all the facts.
He didn't know nothing. It's just like that dumb fucking towel-head motherfucking kid that built a fucking look-alike bomb.
Yeah.
He don't know a fucking thing about it. He gets on TV, opens his fucking mouth, and boom, there he is. But it took him, 5-6 days to get the flags lowered at half-staff for the 5 service members killed down in Tennessee a while back?
Well, it wasn't part of his agenda.
Yeah. It's Americans. You know, it doesn't matter as much. So, but what about the kid's dad out there in Oregon?
What a fuck. What a fuck.
What did he say?
One of his statements is the only reason you buy a gun, black and white, is to kill somebody. Well, I'm here to fucking tell you, I got 40 of the motherfuckers at my house, and I've never killed.
You never killed anybody.
No. I've shot a lot of goddamn ducks and geese and deer and shit, rabbits, squirrels. But
You ain't killed nobody.
I haven't killed
Your
nobody.
guns haven't killed anybody.
No.
Huh.
Hell, sometimes I leave them unlocked, loaded, and the fuckers sit in the corner all day and
No shit.
don't bother anybody.
No shit.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you can't do that. That just
I tell
fucking
you
guns
what.
are deadly. They're bad. They're
Jesus
bad, cuz.
Christ.
Goddamn. Huh?
I don't know.
I tell you, you know, they talk about gun controls, you know, and the one point everybody's talking about this week, you know, every Sunday morning, everybody knows I watch all the news shows. I get fucking pissed off because this, you know, yeah. Anyways,
Chicago's
yeah,
got some of the strictest.
that's the one everybody brought up. Oregon. Do you know Oregon is right there behind on some of the toughest, strictest gun laws in the country,
Yeah,
and it worked real good, didn't it? You know, you know, I feel sorry for all the parents and people lost lives and shit out there. But at the same time, you know, the president's the one that's trying to make it political, and it's not. You know, years ago, we didn't let all the fucking psychos fucking run the streets.
Whether
You know?
the guy was going to do it no matter what.
Yeah.
If he couldn't have got a hold of guns,
He made a bomb or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hell, Timothy McVeigh.
He
How many
would've-
people did he kill with fertilizer and diesel?
Yeah, he would have drove a goddamn car through the fucking front door of a fucking crowded building. I mean, they're just because he had guns doesn't mean he wouldn't have done
Well,
it.
you
anyways.
ever think? Look at these. You know, you go to Texas and shit. The shit ain't happening in Texas because every fucker down in Texas is carrying a gun.
And everybody knows that. Criminals and all.
Yeah.
Psychos and all.
I mean, Christ, if I wanted to be a criminal, I'm going to go to a gun-free zone.
Oh, hell yeah. You got a dick.
You know?
Your guns ain't
What?
Your guns ain't never killed you.
No,
Really?
no.
How long you had guns?
25 years, 26 years.
And they ain't killed nobody yet.
Nobody.
Huh.
Hell, and my dad's had guns and everything. And
Your dad's guns never killed anybody?
no,
Huh.
no,
So it doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
no.
Huh.
I mean,
The problem is there's too many fucking psychotic motherfuckers out there.
well, you can't lock them up anymore and just throw the key away.
Yeah.
because
You
it
know,
hurts
I
everybody's
mean, you
feelings.
know, we're letting the retards have driver's license. We're letting them all wander in society and do this, that, and the other. You know, anytime you go to a grocery store or shopping center, you always see that guy walking around mumbling to himself or something. And you just know, you know,
Yeah.
30 years ago, that motherfucker wasn't walking around on the street. He was in an institution
I tell you,
somewhere.
it was funny. I
And that's the way it was.
was at the street fair here a couple weeks ago and looked over and there was a guy standing in the line and had a gun on his side. And that fucker never moved off the side or
They
anything.
didn't shoot nobody.
No.
Huh.
But I bet you everybody that seen that gun displayed there would have thought twice about coming up and fucking with him.
But you know how many people bitched about it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's people.
Well, I'm sure somebody. I'm sure. But, you know, I noticed the police officers walked by probably several times and seen it and probably never said a word to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's a fucked up world. You know, we used to put them in institutions and keep them locked up. You know, but the wife said something about it. What, been 10 years since this kid's dad had seen him or something?
Yeah.
So how the fuck's he know? How does he know anything?
Well,
Talk
I
about an agenda
kind of
motherfucker.
think that might say something. I mean, he hasn't seen his dad for 10 years. That means he was a kid. His dad wasn't around.
He's a
Parents-
douchebag. The guy was a
Two-
douchebag. I mean,
Two parents are essential for raising.
here's the thing that gets me.
Yeah.
He's blaming the gun. Blame your fucking douchebag kid for being a fucking jackass and shooting him. Blame him.
Yeah.
He said, black and white, it was the gun's problem and the gun's fault. Well,
Yeah.
bull fucking shit.
What do you have? 13 guns or something? I think he
Yeah,
said.
I think
Yeah.
he had 13. You know, I mean,
Had what, 3? I think he had 2 pistols and a long gun with him.
yeah, you know.
But
well,
then what gets me is.
one was an AR. It was an AR. They already said that. You know. So,
Oh, then we get the whole magazine thing.
Yeah,
That makes smaller magazines and da-da-da-da. Yeah, whatever.
well, you know what? I got a shotgun at home that'll hold 9 shells. Let me sell the barrel down to 16, and I'll take fucking more out with one shot than
Yeah.
he will with one. I mean, so don't,
But, you know, they get to talking about this shit. But every time these motherfuckers shoot themselves.
yeah.
So, I mean, they're just fucking psychotics. It's not the gun's fault.
When you're that sick in the head, you're going to find a way to kill
Oh,
people.
yeah.
I mean,
Fuck, who hasn't tinkered with making a few explosive devices over the years when
Yeah.
he was younger? Fucking shooting stuff. But, you know, I've shot guns in my life, and they've never killed anybody.
I've never pointed a gun at anybody in my life.
I've had a few guns pointed at me.
Yeah.
Shit happens. I've been shot at a few times. But yeah, people get crazy about their fucking critters and shit.
How do you miss that target?
This is years ago, Teddy.
Oh, how do you miss
When
that
I was a
target?
third of this size.
Still.
So,
Yeah, I mean,
the whole gun thing.
but here, what gets me, okay, if you're going to have a gun-free zone,
Have somebody there with a gun protecting that zone.
who was there to make sure the guns didn't come in the gun-free zone?
Yeah.
The
You know,
sign.
one of the smartest
The
things
sign was.
I know, and I am really amazed that this psychotic shitbag
couldn't read the sign.
couldn't read the sign and say, well, shit, I shouldn't be doing this.
But one of the best ideas I heard, how many thousands and thousands of vets do we have that do not have a job, live on the streets, that are trained with weapons?
Oh,
That
yeah. Yeah.
Schools could hire,
Yeah.
shopping centers could hire to carry a fucking sidearm.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you that you could probably find thousands of vets
Yeah.
that would volunteer for that job to go to school and walk around with a fucking gun on their side.
Well, I'd be curious too.
Guarantee you, no problem finding out.
I'd be curious too with the president being in bed with all the terrorists that are trying to kill us every day. How many of them, when they do cut our country because we let them all in, are going to obey the gun free? Fuck, we'll probably have to have it in Arabic or something so they can read that it's.
My suggestion to the president on the gun-free zone is, I really don't think there'll be guns protecting him. If he's so adamant
Yeah.
and so sure of this policy, but give the Secret Service a year and a half off. See you guys have a good vacation.
Well, even if you do come out with some kind of gun control, they're still going to get their hands on them.
Oh yeah.
You think all these drug dealers and shit and all this
And
stuff?
there's no guns in Mexico.
Yeah, you think the fucking drug dealer in Chicago is going into his local Dick's Sporting Goods and
Yeah, buying
buying a gun, have
Yeah.
his name written
Yeah.
on? Yeah, okay, that works for you.
Yeah. And this whole gun thing is, it's just fucking stupid.
Well, they're gonna find a way to do it. Where they have a gun in their hands, they're gonna do it.
Well,
You
oh yeah, it's easy. I mean, if you want to do it, you're going to do it. Period.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it. So.
I mean, hell, we got guys in prison that can fucking take elastic collar underwear and paper towel and make a lethal weapon.
Yeah. I think about that Army vet that got shot 7 times running at him.
Yeah.
That bad motherfucker right
You
there.
know what? You know what? It'd solve him getting 7 times. Letting the fucker have a handgun on him.
There you go. We go back to the Chattanooga shooting.
Yeah.
This whole bullshit of a military installation being a gun-free zone.
If they see,
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. Does the Navy even learn how to shoot guns
I'm sure they do.
in their basic training? Like I know,
More
Air
than
Force.
likely.
The Air Force does, the Army does, the Marines do.
I'm sure the Navy does.
So every service
Well, yeah,
knows how to shoot a gun.
I would think that'd be common
So
practice.
why couldn't you let them have the 45 on their sights?
Well, you notice where all these wackos are going. They're going to these places.
The gun-free zone.
Going thing.
It ain't up there.
I mean,
It's like, hello, here we are, come get us.
it would be neat if the president would see how many concealed weapon permits are in this country, and knowing how many people are packing every day that aren't
That
killing
obey the
people.
law.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the whole Obama legacy and thought process. The more I think about him, just the more disgusted I get all the fucking time. That motherfucker has done nothing. He's done more damage. I growing up as a kid, the fucking Russians was the enemy.
Oh yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. And then in the late 70s, the Iran shit started. I've said before, I used to ring the bell every day at noon for them hostages down my church. Every fucking day at noon, I was down there ringing the bell. So, the Russians and the Iranians are our 2 biggest fucking enemies. Have been for years. Years. And the Russians go in and start fucking... Did you hear how that happened? One of their generals went to the embassy, I believe it was either Iraq or Afghanistan embassy, and told them that we're going to start flying missions. You need to get your planes out. We're going to start flying missions in an hour. That's how they notified the United States about they're going to start bombing. Really? Now, what do you think? You know,
That'd be kind of like.
what do you think had happened if Ronald Reagan was president?
Yeah.
You know, even Bill Clinton, I don't think. I am not a Clinton man,
But he
but I tell you, Bill Clinton would have said, "Hey, motherfuckers, really? You think?"
Yeah.
You know, I still just.
It'd be kind of like calling the fucking drug dealer. You get ready to raid his house. Hey, we're going to be there in 20.
Yeah. You know, there's these Russians. I'm telling you, we got such a weak power in the fucking White House right now that it's ridiculous. It's
Well,
scary.
What gets me is, too, Obama's so against guns and all that shit, but he keeps fucking handing them out to these terrorist fucks every day.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
who
it's
that
time we
start
just-
with? I don't know who just started.
Well, you know, maybe it's time we just
What's
pull
first?
out and worry about our country and let them fucking do what they want.
And you know, I've been saying that forever. You know, they've been fighting over there for thousands.
You
and
ain't gonna
thousands of
change
fucking-
them?
You're not. And you know, let's get off this guns a little bit. Go to the next thing is politics. You know, the Trump man. He says, you know, hey, let Russia do what they're going to do. He thinks they'll kind of fuck themselves.
Well, they did. They've done it in the past. They fucked
Yeah.
themselves. Let them.
Afghanistan fucking
Yeah.
ruined the
Yeah.
Russians, you know. But you know, here we are supporting one side and Russia's supporting the other side, and boom, 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 and it's like,
Yeah.
and our president has no balls or nothing to, yeah. So let's talk about Trump for a minute. Somewhere or another, they say Trump's not leading in a poll. Well, I've seen mention of that, but I've never heard of the poll before, so I'm not going to hold that to any really particular high reference thing. So go Trump, 2016. Set up helipad anytime for you, Donald. Stop by.
Also, I'll provide security with the guns.
There you go. We got a guy here with guns that provide security for your security. I bet you the Donald don't travel without armed guards. I bet.
I bet he don't either. Yeah. I'm with you though. Maybe Obama shouldn't be protected by guns.
Let's make the White House and 100 meters around the president gun free zone. He'll never have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a shout out for Trump though a little bit. A lot of people have been releasing their plans and stuff on these political things. All the candidates. My idea on taxes, I kind of like Trump's idea up to a point. But my idea on taxes is do away with all the deductions. No earned income credit, no da-da-da, no mortgage credit, no da-da. Everybody pays, I don't know what the number is. Let's say everybody pays 7% of all your earnings. That's it. You get rid of all the IRS bullshit that costs millions and millions of dollars a year to run.
Yeah.
Get rid of all the stupid fucking tax laws and everything else that everybody jumps, you know, all these loopholes and everything that pay less taxes. Straight across the board. Flat tax, straight across the board. Everybody pays the same thing. It don't matter if you make $500 a year or $500 million a year. You're paying, let's say, 7% of that money. You know, this whole deal with Trump's plan I don't like is if you make $50,000 or less as a married couple, you don't pay no taxes. Now, how does that make sense?
That
don't make sense to me
because
You know, you're still paying payroll taxes. You still got Social Security and blah blah blah. But
the problem with Trump's there is 50,000 in this part of the country and 50,000 in this part of the country.
Yeah.
Aren't on level playing ground.
that's why if you go to a
Yeah.
flat tax and everybody, you know, I don't know what the number is. Maybe it's only 4% or 3%. I don't know. But there's got to be a magical number there that everybody pays the same. It don't matter if you make $500 a year or $500 million. You're paying 7% across the board.
So my question when we were talking about taxes, you know, and you were saying that, you know, the 50,000 and like I say, the money's not the same across the country. So when you're out in California, you buy that $10 quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Is it better than the $3 quarter pounder in Indiana?
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, but you know, you talk about California and it's like, really? Well, why the fuck ain't it falling off the country yet? You know, some of the goddamn shit stories you hear about California. It just, there's a school somewhere the other day. I heard seen bits of this story, but I didn't check into it. They're not allowed to play tag anymore. They can't play tag
Why?
because they don't want people to feel left out or something. If I don't tag you this time, then you're being abused and neglected because I didn't tag you.
Maybe that's what happened to that kid in Oregon.
Yeah.
He didn't get picked for Red Rover.
Well, you know what? And to get back to that, it all started with the trophy thing. I've been saying it for years. Everybody gets a fucking trophy. You know what? There's some motherfuckers who are just plain nuts and retarded that need to be in an institution.
Yeah.
That's just all there is to it. You can't help it. There you go. Period.
We used to have a big one right here in our own
Oh
state.
yeah, one of the biggest. So there we go. Teddy, you got your segment ready to go. I think we need to probably get on to that.
Oh, yeah, whenever you want. I can ask you a question. Both of you, actually. So we each get a
Would
different...
you rather? This is the Teddy segment that he came up with last week. Would you
It's
rather?
actually suggested to me by somebody, so I'm not going to take credit.
Oh no, we're gonna give you credit for
All
it.
right. Would you rather dip your fingertip in acid or get your toes eaten by a camel? It's a weird one.
Fingertip or tips?
Your finger, like your whole finger.
Well, hell, I think I'd do the finger.
Yeah, I do the finger.
I mean, fuck if
Just one finger.
Well, you can get money if it goes to
Yeah.
a certain joint.
Yeah.
Hell, we know somebody
Yeah.
that got a bunch of money.
I was telling the wife that story the other day.
Old stub finger there.
Yeah.
Fuck, he made out pretty good.
Like 12 grand or something.
Yeah, for being a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking the finger and the acid.
Yeah.
Is this like hallucinating acid that I like lick my finger then?
Oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. You tell he married an old girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta know the facts.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't specify
What kind of acid?
of
Yeah. Citric acid?
Yeah.
Someone's going to burn your finger off, at least. All right, what was it?
Well, you said the tip. Now we're talking my whole fucking finger. Now
I'm
it's like
I had to make it a
40
little
grand.
bit worse than just the tip.
going to lose a finger rather than my toes getting ate off. I can't walk. I still operate with one finger missing.
Would you rather? Wait, what? That's weird. Would you rather be hurt by biting your tongue, like accidentally biting your tongue, or accidentally stubbing your toe? Which one would you rather have accidentally happen?
Stub toe.
Ooh. You ever stubbed your toe?
Yeah.
Stop.
I hate when I bite my tongue. That fucking sore's there for a while then. I'd rather stub my toe. I ain't a pussy. Fucking tongue thing hurts though. So I guess it kind of makes me a pussy. Yeah. I'd rather do the toe.
I'd rather go for the tongue.
I'd do the toe and then do
I
the
probably
blood.
the toe.
No. I don't like hitting my toe randomly on the
Oh, no,
table.
I stub my toe probably at least once a month.
Oh yeah. Stub and toe ain't nothing.
Yeah. You just cuss a little bit and move on.
Yeah.
It's the same with you when you bite your tongue.
Yeah, but the bite the tongue, depending where you bite it, it'll fuck with you for a while.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
accidentally
perfect.
bite it in those.
You know, later that
spots.
evening, you might could have some performance issue if you got a sore tongue.
Yeah. Soak it inside her always, I guess.
Yeah. That's an
Well-
angle. I mean, never thought of it. Yeah.
Those are all right this week, Teddy.
We'll get.
Yeah.
I think last week's were a
little bit better.
little bit better.
Well, I can look up for another gross one while you guys talk for a little bit.
Well, I don't know how much more talking. That's in my list for board here.
I gotta get home and check my guns, make sure the fuckers didn't get out of the way.
Kill somebody?
Yeah, they're running around the neighborhood right now.
They're running rampant.
Fuck it, you know what? I think I'm gonna buy another gun here.
Maybe
another
you
week
put
or
them on
two.
dog chains.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. I see a dumb statement. We're talking.
Now I will tell you, if you break into my fucking house, my gun will shoot somebody, and I'll be behind it though. Pull the trigger.
So it won't actually be the gun doing it.
It'll be me. It'll be
Okay.
me. Yeah. I'm gonna make no bones about it. It's gonna be me pulling the fucking trigger.
I don't know. MPG might be on it.
Yeah. I will tell you this: everybody in the household knows to go to the safe. So
She's meaner than a fucking hornet.
she is. She is. This is the Morwell there.
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to have one tax deduction if you marry a Morwell girl.
A Nora girl or a Colts fan.
There you go. There you go.
Because Colts fans are kind of
Yeah.
special.
You got double whammy.
I got a
Mental
one.
institution, I think, what your wife might need.
What?
I said I found a little funny one. Would you rather watch an exotic movie with your parents or of your parents?
I'm definitely with.
You don't see Big Fuss?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oldest him, that little son of a bitch got to be shriveled up tonight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna watch a movie with.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely will.
I don't have nothing to do with my parents, so it don't fucking matter to me. So, anyways, drinking her blood. Wolverines! So, anyways, I think we're about done for the week. I appreciate you coming on, giving me your insight on guns tonight. You can check out Puscott at www.puscott.fucking.com. So, watch the show. Hope you like the statement. We're going to post that on the Facebook and Twitter page so you can read it.
Minus the spelling and grammatical.
Yeah, I still got to go proofreading it with the my assistant. She's slacking. So, other than that, Norwell, and Colts. Yeah. So, other than that, I think we touched everything on our list. Didn't go out to eat anywhere this week. So,
Wife got cheated.
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess me and the Nugget went out to the Bummings and the Taco Bell, but yeah, other than that.
You gonna give us a review on Bubbies?
Oh, I forgot to say, my youngest graduated from his A school. He doesn't have a certificate yet to send me a picture of because they spelled his name wrong. They spelled Dylna instead of AN. So, and then he told them about it, and they was out of certificate paper until tomorrow. So he doesn't get a certificate till tomorrow.
You mean Dylan Curran didn't graduate?
Yeah, Dilda. Yeah, you know, the government.
Did James fill that one for him?
Yeah. I don't know. The government. And they're out of fucking certificate paper, supposedly. I think they just wanted an early afternoon, said, fuck you, come back Monday and get it. So yeah, the youngest graduated from A school, which don't know what the fuck that means. Getting ready to go to C school in Virginia, which don't know what the fuck that, I don't know what happened to be.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I got rid of it because of Barack Obama. They're like, fuck it.
Oh, hey, you got a point there.
Fuck
That's what
it.
it
No
is.
more B school. We're going right to C.
Did you skip D and go to E then?
I don't know. So, anyway, yeah, the youngest graduated his, whatever it is, I don't remember now. So, congratulations to Marine 2. Marine 1 will be home. He should be home 2 weeks from tonight. He should be sitting here on the show with us. So, as long as everything goes right. His done got moved a little bit. What are you shaking your head about?
3 weeks.
2 weeks. 3. Yeah, just 3. 3 weeks.
Norwell. When?
Really? She's got her toes, her socks off.
Yeah. She got a permanent marker with a 3 on her forehead. With a mirror. 3.
3 weeks. Marine 1 will be sitting here with us. So, all right. Well, watch the show. Let everybody know. Share it. I ain't really worried about subscribing. Just share it. That's all you got to do. Share it for me. So, talk to you later. I don't know what you want to say. I think we're done. Fuck you. Talk to you later. Bye.